Hello again. Welcome to the next step in the restoration of this 1967 E-Type Coupe. I've had the underbody blasted, back to bare metal, and I've put it in primer to protect it. Now what I need to do is make all of the necessary repairs, cut out patches, make repair panels, and weld it all back in. One of the stranger areas I need to repair is this bit at the front of the transmission tunnel. Now, at some point someone has deliberately hacked all of this apart. This isn't rust and it hasn't failed due to stress or torsion or anything like that. Someone has deliberately split all of this apart. Now, what's good about that in some ways is at least there's no rust, so I've got plenty of metal to join back together again. My intention here is to hammer all these joins back together as much as possible and then add as little filler rod as necessary. This is where having a good set of hammers and dollies comes in. So this variety of hammers here will allow me to work out all of the problems that I've got, straighten up the flanges and join it back together. I spent a fair bit of time straightening this out and going over it again and again to try and get it as close as it should be to how it would have come out of the factory. I now need to get to work repairing the floor. There's a bit of a repair patch that's been put in here and there's some corrosion both on this side and the other, so all of this needs repairing properly. I could spend some time trying to sort this out, but actually really what I want to do is repair these floor panels in their entirety. These cups for the rear suspension radius arm mounting point are riveted onto the floor pan, so I don't really want to go messing with that. So the other day I went up to Martin Roby to get some repair panels. You can see that one fits in here. Not only do I need to cut out the panel that's here, so these actually overlap just in the centre line here, I also need to take this longitudinal reinforcer out as well. There's spot welds all along here, so I've got the pleasurable task of drilling out loads of spot welds. Right, with all of these spot welds done, now what I need to do is continue to kind of break them. So I've actually modified this old wood chisel and welded a thick plate on the top so I can start to break down this joint here and get this so that it just separates from the floor. I've still got this brazed joint here to cut. Now that I've drilled out all the spot welds, it's interesting to look at how this was constructed, because I'm pretty sure this is the original Longitudinal from 1967. You can see here that there's a bead of weld that's been put on either side, and then there are just small tacks just there and there, and the same at the other end. I'm pretty sure this must have been jigged onto the floor by someone who welded these things in place, just kind of tacking them in place, and then it would have gone on to the next station where someone with a spot welder would have done all of these spot welds. But it's interesting to see almost like the fingerprints of the people that constructed this car originally. Right, with these pieces out the way, now I need to get rid of all the rest of the spot welds that's holding this floor panel along here and along this joint here, and then I can start to cut along these edges where it joins the sill and down here to lift this out. I've now drilled out loads more spot welds. This is the seat cross member. There's a box section here that goes behind the seat that stiffens up across here. I now need to grind out these lengths of weld here and start prying apart each of these spot welds. I'm getting close to cutting this now, so I just need to make sure that I'm going to cut in the right place. So the obvious line is the one that goes down here directly below the footwell, and then there's an overlap along the sill here, but I want to leave that sill in as much as possible so that I can cut it back later. So I think it's cut along this weld line here from where it was done before. I've reached the point now where I want to cut out the floor. I want to preserve this flange here for the seat cross member, and again all the way around. So what I'm going to do is cut the floor out from the inside so I can keep those flanges intact. With this hole cut now, I can see the edge of the flanges that I want to keep, but also the bits of floor that I still need to pull away. So I just need to carry on carefully working around each of these bits to basically continue separating this floor panel from the structure inside. Here's the replacement floor panel with nice neat edges. Because it's got the reinforcer on this side here, this will mix up a bit further, so I need to make sure I clear out this area properly, get this part of the reinforcer that's on the inside of the car out. You can see here with the rear of the floor cut out, I've gone a good way into the floor surgery required. There's plenty of metal here to reattach new panels to, which is what I'll be doing next time. Thank you very much for watching.